If you've ever taken a drive outside of Gouverneur, New York, there's a good chance you've passed a stretch of pavement called Rock Island Road. On the surface, it's just another rural byway lined with trees, fields, and a few scattered homes. But ask around, especially at places like the Wayside or maybe even, the Silver Leaf, and someone, they might lower their voice and say, "You ever hear about what's buried underneath that road?" What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Street Sign Storytime. I'm your host, Matt, and we have a good one. We were out and about running the roads like we always do, which is the inspiration behind Street Sign Storytime. And we came up with one, and the wife was like, "You know what? We need to talk about the Rock Island Road. Not only do we travel it enough, we need to dig deep, maybe pun intended, and figure out the history and the mystery of the Rock Island Road." So, without further ado, let's get into this. It's pretty easy to assume that the Rock Island Road was named for a geographical feature. Maybe a rocky outcropping or an actual island at one point. But that name, it turns out, is more than just a topographical nod. It's a hint, a breadcrumb left behind from a mystery more than a century old. Because back in the 1880s, Gouverneur was buzzing. The region's marble and talc mines were among the most productive in the state. Entire neighborhoods sprang up around the quarries, but just west of the village limits, farmers avoided one strange patch of land, about 3 acres of rock that jutted up from an otherwise flat flood plain. The locals nicknamed it the island. During spring melt, when the fields were filled with water, truly did look a stone island in a shallow lake. The island was different. Animals refused to graze near it. Tools rusted faster when left on it. Compasses would spin on certain nights. The air around it reportedly hummed. Some thought it was cursed. Others believed it was magnetic. But no one dared dig until Elijah Trask arrived. Trask wasn't a local. He was a prospector from Chicago who made small fortunes sniffing out rare ores in forgotten places. He showed up in Gouverneur with a team of hired men, maps no one had ever seen before, and a lease signed in cash for the land that housed the island. According to town records, he claimed he was looking for iron, but those who talked to his crew said otherwise. Words like uranium, gold-bearing lode, and even meteorite fragments were whispered. Within weeks, Trask had erected a tented camp, complete with drilling rigs and dynamite bunkers. He worked fast. Too fast, some said. The town constable tried to investigate, but they were turned away. Then one night, the entire camp packed up and left, just like that. But here is where it gets strange. Several townsfolk swear they saw large, tarp-covered objects being hauled out in the dead of the night, loaded onto wagons that rumbled toward Richville, and disappeared into the hills. The next morning, Trask was gone. The drilling site had been filled in, and all that remained was a shallow impression where the island once stood. Years later, when the area was surveyed for development, engineers found the soil too unstable for homes or large buildings. So they built a road straight through where Trask had dug, and they named it, you guessed it, Rock Island Road. An odd choice considering no island was visible anymore. Today, most pass by it with not even a second thought, but a few curious folks with metal detectors have reported strange readings along the shoulder near mile marker 2.6. The county dismissed them as junk metal in the soil, but the stories, they persist. Some claim Trask found a fragment of something not of this world. Others believe there's still something down there, hidden beneath layers of rock and time, waiting to be unearthed. So the next time you find yourself driving down the Rock Island Road in Gouverneur, New York, ask yourself, was it really named after a rock formation or after something they didn't want us to find? And if you see the Rock Island Road, you see the sign, you see any big rocks or formations from this road, please send them over. Send it to the Beard Laws Instagram, Matt at beardlaws.com. We'd love to post them on our socials. Hopefully you enjoyed another version, another story, another Street Sign Storytime, because we love doing this. And guess what? We'll be back next week to do it all again. As always, if you have a recommendation, a road name, in any area that you want us to dig deep into, I got you. Just let us know either in the comments, email, Instagram. All right, that's all we got. We We'll see you next week. Oh, and go check out all the other ones. They're pretty cool, too. A little biased, but yeah, go check them out. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.